Well, hello and good morning. I am doing your cards today for January 17th, 2019. I picked two cards. One of the cards for my Oracle deck I picked was choose your battles, okay? Choose your battles. Now, whether this has to do with work, whether this has to do in a love relationship, or even a friendship situation, or family. This is definitely something saying that, you don't have to go against the odds. You don't have to, sometimes you got to make a decision on whether you want to be right or you want to be happy. Okay? There's definitely two ways to look at this card. Choosing your battles, meaning choosing when it's time to argue and stand up for yourself, and when it's time to actually just walk away from a situation, because something's just not worth fighting for. For some of you, it's not worth going to jail. For some of you, it may be in a bar. It's not a situation where somebody said something, but everybody's got those beer muscle brains because they've been drinking. You definitely don't want to get involved in that situation. Okay? The next card that I got was the Five of Swords. As we know, with the Five of Swords, it is unbridled ambition. Somebody's willing to win at all costs, being very quite sneaky. Okay? Somebody's going to definitely take the low blow shots. Somebody is definitely going to try to pretty much manipulate the situation, okay, to try to get what they want, to try to be able to win something. So somebody's definitely taking low blows here, cheap shots, so be careful of that. When it comes to the Five of Swords, it can, despite this young man, okay, who's very, very convenient. Look, he looks like he has contempt on his face. You see his face? Okay? He's looking at the enemies that he has managed to conquer. And he's looking at them with such an attitude. The Five of Swords that he poses, which he has taken from the other, combatants, people that he fought. He took their swords away. I'm feeling like the fact that he's a conqueror, the fact that he was able to take swords from the other people. There's definitely people with the Five of Swords that is walking away. So there are two people that are walking away in a distance with this card as well, the same as the tarot card, okay? Because I am using the Karma Music tarot cards here, okay? Digital tip, I'm using that, okay? So, but just knowing that, two other figures were walking away in a slow manner, in a sense of sadness, because they were defeated, and they knew that. With this guy, with the tumultuous and cloudy, okay, indicates that not everything is well, despite the fact that the battle is already over. But the scene is still showing he's not very happy, even though he's won that battle. Maybe it's because of the way that he won that battle. Again, it may have to do, as I said, with sneakiness behaviors, the way that he actually won, okay? Although there is a small sun setting in the background, the sun isn't up very high. All right, and it does say, it's showing to entree. It's showing here with the sign. No good, no good. Okay, again, with the Five Swords that this person had won. So meaning in your life, a situation, the arguments, you may win a battle with somebody. You may win an argument or a disagreement with them. However, winning the battle is not winning the war. Okay, that is just one part of it. But here's the thing. Some of you may have this big fight, and you may be able to prove that you're right in a situation about something. You may be able to show that, the other person was wrong. The other person, here's the proof. Like saying, here's the proof. This is what you did. This is what I found. This is what I see. But winning that battle may not be as glamorous as you think it is, because the results after this could be somebody walking away, could be somebody not wanting to stand up for themselves anymore, somebody's not willing to argue, or it could be that the person that you make these accusations about, or that you show them the truth in the matter, because maybe it is very true what you're representing or what you're showing to another person. It may be very true. However, it may be very hurtful to the person you're showing it to. Maybe they know that they have a problem. Maybe somebody has an addiction issue and you say, look, here's the drugs. Here it is, I found them. You're obviously still using drugs. That is going to make them feel a certain way. It's going to have them create a reaction, not a response, but you're going to get a reaction. It may be a reaction that you don't like. Again, it doesn't have to be with drugs. It could be, here's this girl's panties that I found in your truck. Here's this phone number that I found in your phone. Here, you know, it could be whatever. But when you bring that to the forefront, when you show somebody the actual proof that you have, unless you're willing to walk away, unless you're willing to be done with everything, be careful the way you present something, because again, you're going to have to choose your own battles. All right? If you already know what's been going on and you've continued to tolerate it, or you've accused somebody over and over of the same things, but yet you're doing nothing about it, you're setting no more boundaries, there is no consequences for them to pay for their actions of their negative behavior. So what do they have? What are you doing? You're showing them this and then saying, but it's okay, I just want you to know that I know. That's what you're saying. I want you to know that I know you lied. I want you to know that I know that you spent the money on something else. I want you to know that I know you cheated. I want you to know that I know you've been calling her, or texting him, whichever. But then what? But then what? So you're not doing anything. You're not creating any type of boundaries. You're not creating any type of consequences for this person. What? You're going to stay mad for one night? You're going to sleep on the couch? Well, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight to show you how mad I am. I'm going to punish you that way. You're not their mother. You're not their father. It's not your job to punish anybody. It is only your job to take care of you and deal with things the way you want to deal with them. Tolerate what you will tolerate and don't tolerate what you won't tolerate. By walking away. By standing on your own 2 feet. Stop depending on somebody for their finances. Get your own shit together. If you're working part-time, get a full-time job. If you're not working at all, maybe you should get a job so that you can have the finances that you need to move forward. Because it is very important for you to stay independent, but even more so for you to live the kind of life that you want to live. You are letting yourself be forced to stay in a situation that you are not wanting to be in. You are not wanting to be happy. You're not wanting to walk away from this and find your true happiness. You have a fear of either not being able to support yourself, a fear of being still by yourself, so you'd rather tolerate the behaviors. You'd rather make that okay. So no, you need to make a decision where this is concerned. Again, with the 5 of Swords, people are walking away from this battle, and this person was looking back as to say, you know, yeah, that's right, I took your swords from you, now what are you going to do? And the other men are walking away defeated. But at the same time, you got their swords. Now what are you going to do with them? So what are you going to do with the swords now? You don't look so happy that you won something. You don't look so happy that you took something from somebody else. Maybe this is you in a relationship. Maybe you took a partner from somebody else who was married. But you don't look so happy because you're still sharing that person with the other person. They keep going back to the other person. You get them when it's convenient. This is you, not so happy. So be careful, because sometimes what looks like gold is not glittering. It might glitter, but it may not be gold. I'm sorry, it may not be gold. What looks so great and like sunshine may not be. Sometimes what looks so good to us definitely is not good for us, because what looks good to you may not necessarily be good for you. Remember that. And also, too, look at the whole situation. Look at what you're getting involved in. It is not just as simple as, oh, I really like him, so I want to try to be with him, even though I know he's married. Or I really like her, and I really want to try to be with her. I want the challenge of trying to get her away from her partner. I know she's married, but I want to be with her. Do you have any idea of the karma that you're creating for yourself? The fact that you are breaking up a family, maybe there's children involved as well. What are you going to do? What are you going to decide to do for yourself? Because the outcome is not going to be happy. For a lot of you, there is going to be success and growth in your situation. You're definitely going to have success and growth in your situation. There is something that is going to come to your mind. There is a thought that is going to be created through energy and is going to come down and give you a download especially with this new lunar eclipse going on for the 21st. There is definitely a thought process being created. Your mind is starting to spin now. Things are starting to get set into proper order so that you can then make the right decisions and the right choices. Again, be careful, because around the 21st as well, there are going to be terror moments. And they are going to be for the people who choose not to do what they need to do. They are going to be for the people who have been stuck in a toxic situation and unable to make that choice or decision to walk away, or unable to set boundaries where they're needed. So I do feel that you are going to be able to now get your thought process together. Okay? Your success and growth are going to come from within. Growing pains hurt. Do you remember when you were a kid? You used to get those pains in your legs when you were little because you were growing? And you usually grow from the ankle to the knee to a certain age, and then from the knee to the hips for the next set of ages. So in the beginning, it's always from the ankle to the knee. Well, those pains hurt, right? So when you're going through something, you're also growing through something. That's why breakups, heartaches, they all hurt. Okay? The death of a loved one, the loss of a job. When you lose something and you're going through something, you're also growing through something. So be aware of that. Be aware of your surroundings. But start now writing things down if you need to on paper, things that you know that need to be changed or adjusted, things that need to be set into the right perspective. Because if you don't take responsibility, own your own shit, be accountable for your actions, then you're going to have some hell to pay. Don't say you haven't been warned for that terror moment. Again, the lunar eclipse is coming for the 21st of this month. So, today's a very strong day. It feels like a very optimistic day. A lot of you are going to be able to make very good decisions and choices today. Some of you are making plans to go out this evening and be around other people. Be very careful and mindful of who's around you and what type of mindset that they are in. What is the atmosphere that you're going to be in? Are you safe? Is what you're doing safe? Be protective. If you're at the bars, be protective of yourself, your drink, your purse, all of your belongings. Don't lose touch with what you normally would be on guard with and let that go, okay? So with that being said, this is your daily for today. Stay strong, make good choices, feel good about it, and I will see you soon.